Also, no one steals here because it's super illegal. It's a very obedient system.
Not like all the dad getting parties last week.
I'm in for some serious day shift. I'm going to here today. We're going to come back here this afternoon, this island, and then we're coming back tomorrow. We're paying for the flight out.
Can we do this island?
Yeah.
What are you doing today?
I think we're going to come out. There's on this island. There's a beach. And there's this big Buddha, which is like one of the most touring type things to do here. It's also like the farthest away, so it's the most inaccessible. So I'm thinking it's like the thing to do today, because like today's pretty much just like a touring around day.
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah, and it's like
it's more relaxed, I guess I should say, not relaxed.
Well, it's the last day, and also it's a distance out here, so like I don't like another day like it'd be like an hour and a half all the way back. Hour today, like if you're just like kind of resting on the bus, like or the train, like that's a good use of time. And like on Wednesday when we come back, we'll be like, I just got back in the Philippines, but we're not going to want to come all the way back out here then. On Thursday, when we come, Thursday's Thanksgiving, I have a meeting I have to go to anyways, so we're going to be already over
Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Didn't even realize it. And then,
because
it's a local meeting for my paper.
I thought it was for your...
No. That would be that. And then...
I was like, well, that'd be like Friday here, right?
Yeah, and then Friday we're going to go to Macau. And then Saturday, like, you leave. So it's like one of the, and then you can have your baggage, and then we'll come all the way back out.
So when I leave, I land like a little bit after I take off.
Now the US is 13 hours ahead, and it's a 16-hour flight, so it's +3 is the net change.
Alright, so I'll take off and then I'll land. I land at like 9, I believe, on Saturday.
We're actually, we're going to be on this island a lot, because this is Lantau. So we're like so far from the city right now. Like actually, like, ridiculous. Like it's an hour. Oh yeah, that's where we're going to like kind of today. Ish. Like essentially, what Big Buddha is on top of the mountain. There's a big Buddha.
Yeah, I know. I think I know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure I know.
But so this is like a newly developed area. So see how it says? See how Macau right here?
Yeah.
So
that's the bridge.
That's the new bridge. So you might have seen the new bridge on the way in.
Yeah, we were flying like pretty much parallel with it for a while.
It just opened up.
Like a week ago, right?
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, very like within the last month for sure.
Like a week ago, my boss was saying it just
opened a week ago. Exactly. So this island's kind of like way off the edge, and it's like more towards Macau and Zhuhai. So here is this building that you right here is the start of the bridge. So when we come out to go to the Disneyland's also in here. Yeah, it's like a very, as you can see, a very new developed area. Yeah. When we go to Macau, we have to like come out here and then get on another bus and go to Macau.
I see. So you bus the airport and then take a Macau bus.
But it's not the airport. It's the terminal right here.
Oh,
I'm just gonna stop it right now. I think. It's the port of Hong Kong. But so yeah, it's nice. It's like not that important. There's like it's the biggest outlying island. So there's like a peninsula, and at the end of the peninsula is Kowloon, which is where I live, and then there's a bay, and there's Hong Kong Island, which is like where the main skyline is. Right. And then we're like way over here. So really,
yeah, we're like way off right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, on like the map you can see like, you're really coming in.
That's a good one.
If you need something, I can hotspot you.
No, it's fine. I was just turning my other phone on.
If you want cell service, we actually just got SIM cards the other day. So we got so ass bucks. We got monthly plans. It ended up not being worth it at all. I don't know why we did, but we essentially just got switching from prepaid SIMs because we're only going to be here maybe like 8 days out of this 30-month billing period, so we wanted like just a prepaid amount.
Right.
So it's like way cheaper. But if you want, it was like $48 for 2 gigabytes. So 48 Hong Kong, which is like $4, which is not necessary. Yeah, that's the worst part. It's Hong Kong dollars or something. How much did that cost? And it's like,
well, yeah, you just gotta convert it.
But it's dollars, so it sounds like
so
in
here you don't see it. Yeah. It's not like pounds. You're like, oh wait.
Yeah, you know you have to.
Yeah.
Or like Filipino pesos, like here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Filipino pesos.
It's very beautiful though, the mountains. And the whole city's like that.
Have you heard of the city called Wuxi?
No.
Wuxi? I think we flew over on the way in. It's just on the mainland of the northwest. But I was wondering if that's what it was. I don't know how you spell it, so I don't know. It's just we have a factory there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No.
Not that I'm wanting to go or
to northwest mainland China. Oh,
not far off.
Oh, there's like that makes a ton of sense. There's so much stuff. There's like Shenzhen is there. It's the Guangzhou region. So there's like a ton. There's something crazy. So there's a river that comes down here, the Pearl River, and then at the end there's a delta, and that's when Hong Kong area is on those little islands, right? So, and something like 60 million people live in this one area or something. It's ridiculous. Because Hong Kong and there's Shenzhen and like the whole, so it's like super developed. It's so mountainous. It's like something you get so used to, but it's so beautiful.
They're just different mountains than these two.
Right, and like they're super jagged and like.
But they're not jagged still. Like they're aggressive, but they're not jagged.
Right, they're covered in like
we have like the Adirondacks that aren't jagged. They're like
all like
granite
trees,
and green trees.
The cool thing about Hong Kong is you get like the accents like the Chinese, you see like the characters and stuff, but it's also very much a lot of English. So like you're never in a problem.
Right.
It's wild. You're saying even in mainland China, there's still English written everywhere. Like road signs in Beijing look like this. Imagine if you're in Washington D.C. and it was like National Mall, and then in Chinese, National Mall. People would literally burn those signs to the ground. They would be so
freak out, yeah. It's a world city. Well, I guess you're not. Anyways, like in the Rockies is what I was saying. Like,
it's
we have
way
the jagged.
Like
the
rock.
tectonic, yeah. How are these formed? Or are they old tectonic that have just been worn down?
Yeah, I would.
Because that are like glacial.
No, I think these are.
A lot of the Northeast is glacial.
Mostly, yeah. I'd be guessing if I tried to answer. So.
Well, for here, I don't.
Yeah, they seem almost volcanic though, because like they go very much into the water, which is. I don't know. They're not really volcanoes here though. Anymore, but there could have been. There's volcanoes near here.
They're just shifted.
Taiwan went to these hot springs that were volcanically fed, and you had to wear Speedos to go in. It was like a rule. So we're literally sitting in there and like, so like this type with like a bunch of like mostly naked Asian dudes, just like talking to them in Chinese. It was the most.
How's your Chinese coming?
Oh,
you're taking Mandarin or Cantonese?
Mandarin. Yeah. I just finished that final on Thursday. How'd it go? Actually, good. My Asian class. It's like. Actually, like 100%. It's very hard.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I listen to it all day, every day at work.
Yeah. And my pronunciation.
The other day, these two people were like fighting about something, and they turned to me and started talking to me like, I have
no idea. Yeah. But the shitty thing is that they speak Cantonese here, so like you can't even.
So what you're learning isn't useful.
You can't learn it. Like if I would pick up way more. And that being said, it takes about 2 years to be able to like. Get by if you 2 years of full immersion and then 5 years to be fluent. That's every day.
Cantonese or Mandarin?
A Mandarin. I mean, Cantonese is just as hard. It's just like there's no need to learn it because it's only in this city and everyone here speaks Mandarin and English. No. Not everyone, but like everyone gets it now.
The guy at work does not speak Mandarin apparently.
What's he speak?
I don't know. I just heard from someone else that the other Chinese scientists are having a hard time communicating with him always. I mean, obviously better than we are, but he's got one of the worst accents. So.
That's the thing. There's like very heavy regional dialects.
I've gotten much better at understanding accents. Much better.
How was the Cathay flight? Was it pretty nice?
Oh, it wasn't bad at all. I mean, my in-screen thing didn't work.
Did you tell him?
No. I had stuff on my phone.
Yeah.
But then I noticed later, like some people were watching HBO on it, so that's pretty.
Oh,
they were watching Westworld. Yeah,
they
had some wine with dinner.
Like, I told you because I was like, I often forget to be like very ASCII on those flights.
Well, I wasn't ASCII even. I just had when they were coming around with dinner, like, what do you want to drink? And there's a bottle of wine there.
Oh yeah,
it was super fun. I was gonna ask her another one later, but then I took a nap instead.
I was on a flight and my NC thing didn't work. And they're like, we're so sorry, sir. Can we get you a drink? I was like, oh, gin and tonic. It was like an 8:15 flight out of Singapore.
On the way home, I might be. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta figure out what I want to do.
You're meeting us. What? Oh yeah. And we were in Xi'an, and this dude just pulled off and pissed, and then like got up, dropped us off. Another guy picked us up, like a random dude. We like get back in the car. That guy pulls off and pisses. Where the fuck are we? Yeah, that's something. There's weird things you just will never get used to.
That's not true. You get used to them eventually.
So you're technically in China. There's a Chinese flag right there.
Oh yeah.
And the Hong Kong's the red one with the lotus flower to it.
Oh cool.
So So you'll see us in a ways. But if you look over here, actually I know some land, there's cable cars right here. See right to the right.
Oh, right here. Yeah, I was getting too far away. Yeah,
and it goes up over the mountain. That's what we're gonna do this afternoon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's kind of pricey actually.
Well, what do you mean by pricey? Are you talking actually
No,
pricey?
like
or?
not expensive by American standards, but like more American prices. Maybe like $10 or $15 per person.
Yeah, whatever.
And it's the longest car in the world, and it ends at the Big Buddha. And there's a glass bottom one that's like more expensive, but Mom hasn't stopped talking to me about it, so I feel like we have to do it just because.
The glass bottom one?
Yeah, because apparently like one of her kids who has been, or no, you know who it was? You know Mr. Bonnet's son working, like has been in China a little bit.
I did not know that, but okay.
Yeah, he worked for Airbrake.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that Mr. Bonnet, yeah.
Yes, so yeah. So he came here and like talked about it. So every time they like that's all they ever hear is from him about Honda. And I haven't gone because they're too cheap. So figure out me when you come outside, I'll split.
Splurge the $10.
Yeah. Philippines is supposed to be really, really cheap.
Someone I knew from last year in Boston is in the Philippines right now, or was up to this weekend or something.
Oh, really?
Not where we're going, I don't think. Well, maybe, I don't really know where we're going, but it was far. It looked like it was on the other side of. Well, let's see if it was on one side.
More to the west.
It's more to the east.
Oh, because we're gonna be like the Philippines is like
West Central is where we're gonna be.
We're gonna be like here, and then we're gonna be like here. We're gonna be on the farther, like as west as you can go, and then like more in the middle. But we're not gonna be in this
big island over here somewhere. Like a big one.
Well, this is where
it's where she was at the time. Anyways, I saw a picture like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I wonder where this is.
Yeah.
And I looked like Philippines.
It's supposed to be what we did with this is like I know Thailand like has like some like edginess to it, but this is supposed to be the most beautiful. Like this guy we watched. Essentially, what we've done when we've been here is there's this guy named Lost the Block who has a YouTube channel who spent like 4 years here going everywhere.
Yeah.
And then he makes like great videos, and he said this is the best place to go. So we did that, and then
sounds good.
He did like a top 10 list, and like 2 or 3 of them we'll be able to hit on this one thing. So
the top, and then a couple
of Asia.
There's
like
Asia
3 of the top 10 we'll hit on this one place.
That's awesome.
And most of it is like decently inaccessible. Like one of them was like a waterfall in Laos that's like 8 hours from a 10-hour like bus ride away. You know, it's just not cool.
We're going motorbiking, so you said?
Yeah.
Just trying to see motorcycles or what?
Motorbikes.
Mopeds?
Yeah, more like crotch rockets, I think. Although I'm doing super uneasy about it because just about every weekend, someone from our group of 46 of us goes and gets in a motorbike accident. And just yesterday, someone was in Vietnam and they got hurt so bad they had to be ambulanced to the hospital and having emergency surgery. And they're like,
kind of surprised that that's the first time that's happened.
oh, well, someone last weekend also in the same city had the same problem. But
I mean, they'll be fine. They're crotch rockets, not scooters.
they're not like this. They're more like this.
Forward, cool.
I think I don't really know.
Probably pretty small.
It'll also depend like where we go. Right.
We'll see. Yeah.
No, because there's these chocolate hills.
I'm excited because my bike's not in storage yet, but I went to change the oil yesterday. Well, today's Sunday now.
Yes.
On Thursday, whatever Thursday was, like a day and a half ago.
Yeah.
A day and a half ago, my boss wasn't in, so it was
that
like
wild. Time change.
I know. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna go home early and change my oil before I leave for the trip, so I can store it. So there's a tank on the top that you have to take the oil out of,
right.
and there's an oil filter on the side that you have to take out, and some oil comes out.
Yeah.
You replace the oil filter, and at the bottom there's a sump, and it's at the bottom of your engine.
Yeah.
And it's only a single cylinder, but it drains the cylinder out.
Okay.
Because that's where the oil sits.
Yeah.
And so I like go to do it, and I realize I don't have a big enough socket in my socket set. So I called Lowe's or Home Depot, whichever one's close to me, and they didn't have one. So I called the auto shop nearby, thinking they might have it for like because it's for oil change plugs. And they did, so I bought one. And I go to do it, and it just like strips immediately. And I like Google it, and I pull up the article that I was already reading, like 3 paragraphs lower than I did, and they're like, make sure you use a 6-sided, not a 12-point, because the 6-sided uses the sides of the bolt to it, not the corners, like the 12-point.
Which is how you shred it.
Which is how you strip it. And also make sure you have, like, you know how normally they have like a little bit of rounding in the top before, so it fits onto the nut easier?
Yeah.
They said make sure you get a flat one because it's such a shallow thing. So I just stripped it. So it's just my bike's sitting in. So I ordered the right thing off Amazon for like $15.
How do you do it? Now that it's like
it's not fully stripped, just a little bit. And since it's grabbing the faces, I should be fine, and I can replace it if I want to. But I don't know if I have to because I stopped before I stripped it too far. Like I know better.
Yeah.
But apparently the some case is aluminum and the plug is aluminum, and like that's just a no-no when you're designing things engineering-wise. Like
horrible.
They just did bad. BMW fucked up there. I don't know why they're doing that. But so.
How's the bike overall though?
good.
Like the miles out of it.
I think I put about 750 on this fall.
That's a shit ton. That shit.
It's not bad.
How many miles? You were ready to work?
No, never. Well,
750 just recreational?
I do ride it to work at night or weekends sometimes.
Right,
but that's only been maybe like 5 times total.
Oh, when you don't need to be in like his work.
Right, it's like 50. I don't commute in it, but if I have to go into work on other times, I'll take it.
Right, but still, that's...
I've probably done it like 5 times I've gone into work.
That's still 500, that's 500 miles of just fun riding.
Right, yeah, because 50 miles of work. But yeah, it's about 500 miles of just joy riding since August.
Also, your secret line tempo. It took me about 2 trips on this to make this thing.
Oh, I just hit a little harm.
That's the airport express train.
But so the issue I have now going forward with this oil change is even if I can get that off well, you're supposed to run your motorcycle for a while before you do it so it's hot, so the oil drains out easier.
Yeah.
And I don't have oil in my engine enough to run it anymore to heat it up.
So, like,
but there is over this still, so I just turn on, like, just let it sit and drain for like a half a day or something. I don't know.
I know nothing.
But once that's done, all I have to do is pour oil on the top and I can put it in storage.
Set, yeah. Is it like a storage unit where it's like heated all winter and everything?
No heat, but I don't really need heat. Just keep it dry.
Yeah.
I'm putting fuel stabilizer in it, which will take care of the cold, and the battery I'm pulling out. I'm going to keep it in the house with a battery tender on it. So that will all be clean and fine. The battery will be good. And also, did you ever go to Walmart near my house?
Yes.
There's a storage unit on the other side of the parking lot, like in that.
You see the one where you like, way down in?
Drop way down in. The storage unit is down in that area.
Yeah.
And so I can just like go park in the Walmart parking lot, grab my bike any point during the winter, and just go out for a ride if I want.
Oh, that's perfect.
Because it's not winterized. You just change the oil for the winter.
Right,
so it's
right.
fresh oil that's sitting in, and then you put.
So if you get like a series for the next days, you want to
fuel stabilizer. Yeah, if it's like, well, early spring, if it rains, usually the concern is like sand and leaves. So if they don't use sand on the roads near my house, which I don't think they do. And I also just need to know where I'm going to drive it.
Yeah, well that's the thing, if you don't really know shit, I'd turn it all the way around and like... Right here. Oh, maybe it's that a track? Yeah. So this is all just like more part of, we're looking around the corner, this would be a big harbor, but this is just sort of like the bad side.
So what are all these? They look like condos.
Yeah, they're just like housing.
That's just all housing for people commuting in.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's like, we're looking around the corner here, and it's just like, as far as you can see, 20-story buildings that are all wet in that. Oh, those are stairs. So like,
they just go up to nothing?
Yeah, well there's probably a hiking trail on top or something. But there's tons of those. Like, you'll notice like right here, like these walkways that go along like this ridge line.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's this hiking we might do the day you leave. I just did it yesterday, and it's you like go to this end of the train station, and then you like go up, and it's literally you're at the base of it, and you look up at the mountains right here, and you just like climb the face of the mountain, and it's like 30 minutes of hand-over-hand rock climbing, and then you're at the top.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, they concrete everything.
I think so. So it could fall, which they're very smart here. The infrastructure blows me away. Everything. But yeah. This morning I was coming out here to pick you up, and I almost took. I live between 2 stations, and I had to go from one station. There was a night bus that left from there that ran from like 12:30 to 4:30, and I almost took the last one at 4:30 to come out here. And then I would have gotten here like it takes about an hour and a half with traffic, but I only took an hour with no traffic. So if I would have done that,
so right now we're like on an hour and a half ride.
Yeah, probably. Which is always wild because Dad always bitches like we're so far from Syracuse Airport, and I'm like I live in the city and it's an hour and a half.
That's why I said to them about Boston. Like I remember when you used to not go to Watertown because it was a long ways away. And now that's like a good commute. One trip for me.
Oh, it's all perspective. But so
and now we're like 45 minutes away. That's not bad.
That's not bad. Like you'll do it for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
drove way more than that. For way less.
On the way to work, like one way. But so I was gonna take that, but then I saw that there's the normal running of the bus we normally take. It's the A21, and it was a night A21. I was gonna take left from the closer station at 5:30, and it's like 1 or 2 minutes closer by bus probably, and I was like, I said, if I would be there at 6:30, you're supposed to land at like.
Hey, do you have cell service?
Yeah.
Can you just text my dad and say I met up with you? They wanted me to message you, and I didn't. But anyway, don't know what you're saying.
Oh, it's him. So I take that bus, but then I realized I took this one at 5:30. So I got up and I'm walking out. It's like pitch dark out, right? And I'm like wandering along, and I see the bus, and A21. I was like, oh, perfect, it's right here. And then for some reason I'm like, I should probably do a jog on just to make sure I guarantee I'm on the bus. I'm like sprinting for like 3 minutes. Not 3 minutes, like, I don't know, not that far. And all of a sudden I'm literally 20 feet from the bus. Then I like close the doors, drives off. No one's on the bus. It's an empty bus. It's all lit. I didn't see if there's no one. And I'm like running alongside the bus, like yelling at the guy, and he just like whips off on the on-ramp. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I had to wait around for like 10 minutes.
So you just waited for the day bus instead of the night bus?
No, it was the next day bus.
I see.
It comes in every 10 minutes.
Oh, that's
if you look, there's like, you see so many oncoming ones coming this way.
Oh, I didn't see the oncoming traffic. I forgot we're on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
Is that just Hong Kong or is that everywhere in China?
Just Hong Kong. Because it's just
right.
Yeah, right. Actually, when you go to Macau, the bridge switches sides. Yeah.
I think I didn't know that actually.
Pretty much inside of it. Because mainland China is very like the most efficient way to do things. No wasted energy. But it's just so far out here. I'm going every fucking weekend.
This bridge is like the Zinkin.
What?
Zinkin. This bridge is similar to the Zinkin around the corner. Zinkin, something like that.
What is it?
The Boston thing. You know, the main Boston one by Boston.
Oh, you're sorry, yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Bag's still floating up on the side there. Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it? Like little touches like that. Yeah. No, but it's so wild to me how cheap things are. Because like this is like the most expensive city in Asia. Not Asia. Singapore is more expensive. Second most expensive. Tokyo, third. It's up there. Anyhow, and this is $3 Hong Kong dollars, so like $4 to get an hour and a half transit to the airport.
Yeah, that's nuts. I spent 30 or 25 on my 20-minute Uber.
Yeah.
Granted, I took an.
How much was it you said?
25.
So 240. It's supposed to be $30 US.
Well, so I spent 25 on an Uber, but I didn't do a split one. I got my own because I had the two big ass suitcases, and it was downpouring.
Yeah. Oh.
It was miserable. We were really gonna go out, and then it was raining, so we stayed and drank at her office a little bit, and then we missed our reservation, so we just ran to a bar right next door and had a drink. I know how I feel about her. We'll see.
What's the station?
Well, she's ghosted me twice.
Oh, that girl.
It's not cool. I don't like that. And she definitely like, I don't know. She's definitely into me. That's cool.
This is the 12-year-old.
Her license says she's only 5'10", but I don't believe that shit for 1 second.
That's like a film of like.
I don't believe that shit for 1 second. There's no way I'm 6 inches taller than her.
Is that enough? Knock off roll of tape right here. Medicine man.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she's really cool, but just like kind of frustrating at the same time. And also like when I'm hanging out with her, I like it, but when I went out with that one girl a couple times, and friends with Lee, like we just talked so much better. I don't fucking know. What's that? Is that a person? Oh yeah, it's a person.
See the yellow?
Yeah.
Those are the shark guards.
Shark guards? I don't know. She's like, we were texting a little bit weird. She never really texted well. We went out and
I remember you said that, yeah. Like, you think she won't be interested, and then she'll be like, oh,
and then we went out again, and it went decent well again. And when we went out at the same time, she was like, just so you know, like, I'm bad at texting, don't take offense at it. And then I texted her, and she, like, responded once, and then didn't say anything else after that first message. And then I texted her, like, a couple days later, and she responded once, and didn't say anything after that. So I, like, waited a week, and I texted her again, and I was going to ask her out. She didn't respond at all, and then I texted her, like, a week later after that, and she just didn't respond at all.
So it's very weird.
Well,
she's still in Boston and everything?
I think. I don't know. She's definitely in Boston sometimes, but she also has brothers who live there, so she might just be hanging out with them and might have gone somewhere else. She also is traveling a lot, though. I see her, like, with college friends and other places a lot.
I mean, that's hard, because like, if you're really busy and you're coming back and you're like trying to like be good with your work, try to be doing it, and then all of a sudden it's like, then it's easy to get caught up. She should at least say, hey, I'm busy.
Yeah. Well, that's like with Clarissa. I was like, we have plans.
Yeah.
What's up? How's it going? And then like the next day, she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, super just got home and just crawled into a Netflix binge of misery or something like that. I don't remember what she said. said something about just being depressed and watching Netflix. Like I understand you're going through some tough shit or whatever, but like, just tell me.
So be careful there. That's what you can say to me.
What? Her parents are right there.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a reasonable,
okay.
Yeah. There's like an understandable reason here.
Yeah.
It's just like, I understand if you're like distraught about that. I don't know how you feel, but I completely understand where that would be hard with you.
Yeah. Especially at that stage in life.
Just tell me.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I can't do shit. You don't even tell me why. Just be like, hey, I can't do shit.
No. Just, I can't. Okay. Now I know not to wait around.
Yeah, so now I can actually do something with my day, go for a motorcycle ride instead of sitting here waiting for you to text me. Which it wasn't. I was
Where do you go on drives when you go?
So a lot of times when I go out, it'll be like nighttime because I wait until traffic's dead, so it'll be dark out. So generally I don't go too far from my house, but I'll just go wherever, you know. Just take a turn, that road looks better than that road. This guy that one. And then like once I get like the point where I'm feeling later on where my hands started getting a little cold, I need some better winter gloves, I think, or spring gloves for the spring. Yeah. Like once I started getting a little cold or a little tired, or I was just like, I feel like going to sit on the couch smoking some weed with Drew. I would type it in my GPS, turn around, and head back.
Yeah. How do you do that with your phone? Is it like you put it on your phone?
Oh, mountain and just GPS it. Yeah. Because like you don't need to look that far ahead. Also, it's like pretty close to my house.
And you also know like even though looking at it, like, oh, okay, this road to this road to this road.
I'm kind of taking back roads more than that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, most places I am, I'll either hit 1 or 95 somewhere, or 93. Like 95 goes like this down through my neighborhood. 93 goes like this through my neighborhood, and 1 kind of goes like this.
Okay.
So all 3 of them pretty much cover most everywhere except for directly east or west.
Right.
So if I can get on that, I know how to go, obviously. So
also, they're like good benchmarks. Like, oh, 93 is going this way, and I'm crossing underneath, and I'm heading towards whatever.
Right.
The city, like, look at how many tunnels there are. It's just crazy. You just start constantly like on a road going through a mountain, on a bridge, on a mountain, underwater.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've seen like Musk's presentation about it, right? Beyond just like we live in horizontal development.
Yeah.
We work in vertical buildings. Like it doesn't work mathematically.
You hear how soon they're gonna have the tunnels under LA built?
Yeah.
Like crazy.
They're doing the one in Baltimore to DC too.
I'm curious. I hope they don't turn into express highways for the rich that you pay $50 and
I think it will, but it'll be tiered. So you have to go deeper.
He was saying that there's essentially like JVing is really hard, but JVing 1 mile underground versus like 10 miles. Well, at some point it does, but like for like a lot of levels, it's
you
not.
You can do like as many levels as you
like
can.
at this height, you can do tons.
Yeah. Go deep.
I actually just listened to it.
I mean, there's some places where that's not true.
You see Tesla's go on? Yeah. But Tesla's releasing a pickup truck.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
It's the thing he's most excited about. There's an interview with him with you like this. There's a woman I listen to all the time. Her name is Kara Swisher. Yeah. She's the New York Times op-ed for TED. She runs Recode Media. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Recode Decode. No. The podcast is Recode Decode. She just interviews people in tech business.
You told me about that, yeah.
And she just did an hour and a half on one with Elon Musk. Yeah, there's like some janky stuff just mixed in with the next chapter. It's just like
bulk sales of things or what?
There was probably just like trashy stuff.
What on the street? I think I don't know.
You'll see stuff like that. This is the port over here in Busy Sea. So you tell your friend there,
is that what we're gonna be going on? What?
Probably more like that, yeah.
Okay, like a 125 or 250 little.
But I think there might be a cover. There's like a bunch in the line. We just grab one. I'm not really sure. We'll see. What we're doing is there's this one island in the middle. That's Mussolini, by the way. It's super. I just want to figure out. See, on the mountain with
the mountain with the things on it.
Yeah. It's like a skate park.
That's not a skate park. That's
like
a dirt bike park. Yeah.
They're like little things.
How is this traffic wise? Like, is it pretty standard for like it's pretty early in the morning still, right? I mean, it's
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, yeah. It's like obviously it's busy during like traffic times, but I was wondering what it's like when it's not traffic times. Also, most people probably don't drive for work, right? Most people probably don't have cars. It's big city.
There's a 50% car tax here. So it's
50%?
Yeah. Singapore's 100.
Yearly?
No, when you buy.
Oh, okay.
So every herbs is more expensive. One thing with Hong Kong is really interesting. We're not seeing a ton of it now. Actually, here we are. Actually, there's something crazy. 25% of Hong Kong lives in public housing. So you'll notice, not necessarily here, but you'll see, like while you're here, just huge clusters of identical-looking buildings, and it's just all public housing. Because the way like
subsidized? Or not subsidized, just cheaper?
Yeah, like the equivalent of like $80 US a month. Very, very cheap. But you have to make like nothing too. So we're not the place we're like really rich and also very poor.
Well, yeah, I mean that's all urban area.
Yeah, but like it's strange here because how the government, there's no taxes here. Yeah. But like those are like any building that looks kind of interesting isn't. But and there's like neighborhoods where there's a lot more of them.
Right.
But one thing that Hong Kong's government makes money is they own all the land.
They own all the land?
Yes, by definition. And then they lease it to people on like 50 or 99-year or 100-year leases.
So you can't own property. You
like own the rights to it for like a set period of time.
I saw an ad for a watch the other day. I think you'd like is like you never own this watch. You just take care of it for the next generation.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Take care of it for the following generation. Anyways, go on.
But so they sell the land and that's how they make money. The problem with Hong Kong is there's a huge housing crisis because there's the whole laws of supply and demand. So like if they limit supply, the price goes way up. So that's what the government wants to do, want to make the most money. So they don't want to zone land for residential, but that's what they need to build like low and lower. So it's like a massive profit.
Something else I want to show you, software-wise. Look how cool this is. So this M ticket, that's how you take around Boston. You can long hold on it. You can buy one way and buy round trip ticket right there. Yeah, I haven't done it yet because I don't want to buy one and not. That's. I mean, I should just try it because I'm gonna use the ticket at some point. You just activate when you need it. But yeah, like if you're in a rush, like oh crap, it's just like right there.
So this really tall building here.
Yeah.
If you want, we go up there. It's the Ritz-Carlton, 110th floor. There's the highest bar in the world.
Oh, is that right up here?
Yeah, that's right. It's up right up there.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then over here to the right, you see the other big building?
Yeah.
Right here. And then
the one that's kind of curved at the top?
Yeah, that's the one that Batman jumped off of.
Oh,
the movie, yeah. And then behind it, you'll see the pointy two towers of the Bank of China building, which is the one with all the curvy edges. But you'll get the best view of Hong Kong literally from my bed. I'll show you.
From your bed?
Shockingly good. It is like...
Take all your pictures from there?
Yeah, but you can't capture it. Like, you know how photos, I think it's farther away.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally at night. It's as if it's a painting.
On the street.
What? Oh,
it's amazing how, I guess it's just exactly the size of the bus.
Like, look right here. We're just living. Just living.
Anything that doesn't, it's gone.
Yeah. You want to hear see a doc around this?
Brick lane stuff. Like, what's going on?
Oh, all the time.
Do they do that so people can't, like, ride on it or anything?
I think yes. Yeah.
They just raise it up, they just use taller brick or something?
I actually have no idea. I would assume, or maybe they... Yeah, they must, because they don't put it, like, vertically. Because you see that where they'll put, like, two. The annoying thing with taking the bus is it's cheaper, but you literally like, so we just did this whole lawn part here, and now we're going to snake back and forth along the island, going all these different things.
I mean, it's cool just seeing everything,
it's actually quite scenic.
Yeah, having not been anywhere like this.
You'll love this. See the Toyota, these Corolla, they're not Corollas, they're Toyota Comforts.
Yeah.
Look how old those look in every taxi in Hong Kong.
No, I know, I saw the picture for a taxi, I'm like, those look like such old cars.
Yeah, and I don't know how they... But every single car is just like...
Maybe I can do that this week if I have a time when I can call in. It's like an acceptable time. Drew just had a dentist appointment near your house.
Might be, I want to get eggs.
Eggs?
Yeah.
Okay. Just like at a store or something?
We're gonna walk backwards. I'm not even on the phone because I have some cheese that's been expired. So. And I like way overpaid for cheese. And I used to like buy it decently often. Cheese, it's expensive because it's all import.
Oh. Yeah, cheese is literally Chinese dish.
Hong Kong's really that. Like, you can get anything you want. It's just...
You'll pay for it.
You'll pay for it. Like, Thanksgiving dinner, I was looking you can go to here for like $95 US.
Thanksgiving dinner's not even that good.
Yeah. I think we're going to do a little something now with some friends here.
Alright.
Lucas is going to be in Korea. So Thailand, and you would have seen Bangkok, and you never would have seen Hong Kong. Or you would have done the Philippines. You would have gotten one urban area in like eight days of like cool beach and stuff. And it seemed like this was like 8 days cool beach and also Hong Kong. And I really watch Disney Hong Kong. I'm obviously partial to it.
Right. It's your city, right? I mean,
oh, it's splitting hairs. I mean, it's definitely a recency thing because like I probably would say Hong Kong, but it's because I'm here and I'm like living it right now. But like New York is so close to my heart. Like I literally was watching How Much Money the other day and they were talking about how great New York was, and I was like, yeah, pumping my fist. I was like, and then like
traffic that's going around is
also you're not like, even if you're on here for an hour and a half, you can be like downloading Netflix episodes. Like, you can be,
if you're commuting right on public transportation, it's different than driving.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And like, so Somerville, where Thirst lives,
right? That's like
I drove
right near the Back Bay, right? It's like on the river.
No, so Back Bay is Boston's like a fist that comes up, right? Cambridge is on the other side. Somerville's like here, up above it, and then Back Bay's on the fifth side on the water.
It's like that's where Fenway is, right?
Yeah.
Well, Fenway's in Fenway Park.
Fenway's in Fenway, but it's kind of behind it.
It's along the river.
It's Back Bay's along the Commons. It's like between the Commons and the water.
Okay.
Anyways, I went from her house to work on like a Friday morning, and Fridays generally have less bad commute. But yeah, Mondays and Fridays are less bad commute generally because more people do remote access, or just like to take those days off. But it was like, even though it was a Friday, so it was a little better, I left way later than I normally was. My commute should have been worse, and it was still like only 30 minutes. Like, so if I was to live somewhere like that, it'd be even better.
Yeah, no, that. And then also
talk to your spouse.
This is like podcast. See, there's actually it's very interesting. Every decade is a different style. So there's like this that star shape is like the 90s. There's like a T shape that's like the 80s. There's like squares that are like just
what they.
It's like, well, it's like every year they like come up with like more better.
Modeling school, precious blood. That doesn't sound good.
Right at all.
Yes, King's blood.
Yeah, it's just straight on the skyscraper, sir. Yeah.
There's like an arrow that building. That's gonna be crazy.
See this right here? See the lighthouse bamboo?
What?
We'll come by. The scaffolding here it's made of bamboo. It's not made of right here. There's tie bamboo up with zip ties.
Oh my god!
It's the most genius.
They zip tied it?
Yeah, and it seems so unsettling. And then we were in Cambodia, and they just use like chain branches to do the same thing. Like, okay,
bamboo was a little better.
Yeah, well, they have the resources. Like, they have the planking for it.
Well, think about bamboo is way more.
It's probably yeah, and it's also like
way less expensive, way less
lighter.
heavy.
Yeah. I'm sure there's an efficiency to it. That's.
They also have it just on other teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not really limited.
So we're about to cut through the. So like I said, there's this tip, and I live like here, and then right here. Wait. Yeah. And you're just kind of like, you see everything's happening because we're all connected in the modern world, but you're also
removed from it.
Also, yeah. Also, Wednesday night, this is something I forgot to say, we're going to go to the racetrack here, which I'm so excited that you'll be here for Happy Valley Wednesday.
For what?
Happy Valley Wednesday.
What is that?
It's the racetrack name.
Happy Valley?
Yeah.
What do they race?
Horses. Yeah.
Cart or?
Horses, jockey,
jockey?
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the word jockey.
Yeah, I don't know. There's thoroughbred, it's a thoroughbred. It's, and there's like, it's in this like
saddle racing.
Yeah, it's in this puppy district too, so we'll go after. Went and I was like, made like a little bit. My goal was always I want to make at least 20 Hong Kong in net to pay for a French fry.
For a French fry?
Yeah.
Okay, for our district, I guess.
Yeah. It's great. It's like 10 Hong Kong to eat it in, and then like you just like bring in a bunch of like drinks in your back pockets and you just never get
I know that the U.S. isn't good about this either, and I know I've heard that Asia is worse, but they whitewash so much of their advertising. Oh, he's in something I've seen before that I've watched, a TV show. He's like an American actor, I believe. Maybe I'm just...
Yep.
No, like his, the way his nose, below his nose looks. Like, there's a specific feature about him.
Alright.
And I'm like, that looks really...
That's what else.
Whatever.
I don't understand.
But like these two right here, these two boys,
like, yeah, unsettling.
planes. I'm
Even
sure
like,
all of them.
like you ever watch Archer?
Yeah.
I'm not like a huge fan of that. Even the animation is not.
So here's what.
I mean, Archer obviously is somewhat of an exception to all these rules, but I still.
Here's what I don't know if I agree with Archer. With anime, it's like nothing's. They're just pictures. They're not. It's static, you know.
Right.
Like they might, or like scenes are happening. It's just a picture of a guy, and it's dialogue.
Yeah.
But you could take everything from it just from a radio.
It's pretty low budget, right? A lot of anime.
下一站銀行中心香港康德斯酒店朗豪坊拉路臣街旺角站。Next stop, Bank Centre, Cordice Hong Kong, Langham Place, Nelson Street, Bangkok Station. 下一站银行中心香港康德斯酒店朗豪坊马路臣街旺角站。
It's always amazing. Like the one thing I've gotten used to here now, but I was shocked when I got here is like how janky stuff will look. Like not necessarily here, but you'll drive into something, but just
like the apartments up
like right there, like
all the air conditioning units sticking out,
like all that shit. Yeah. And these are like hundreds of thousands of dollars for an apartment.
Oh really?
It's the most expensive thing in the world to live in. The average house.
Oh, so just being in this area makes everything in this area expensive.
Well, just
like all those are
right now. Oh yeah. So the comparable is in Hong Kong on average, your cost per housing each year per person. No, per house. The cost, the value of where you live. So whether you rent a place or you like own that home, the value of the place you
own the home. You're leasing. How does that work?
You own the rights. Yeah, I have no idea. I would assume it's like you own the right to live there till then. I would think.
Do they buy the value of the actual physical house back? If you're to buy a piece of blank property and build a building, do they just get the value of that building when you lease it up?
I have no idea. That's a great question. I have no idea. I'll ask my professor. I take a class that's just all about Hong Kong and stuff like this. Or did. It's all done.
I was gonna say, did you just finish
Yeah.
The streets are so clean though.
Oh yeah.
You're saying like it's like uptown, it's all like shit, you know, the windows and everything is just nothing down here.
But so the average like value of the home you live in. So like, whether you're like renting $1 million house or like owning $1 million house, right? The value of the home is 19.2 times average yearly salary. So if you make $50,000, you're living in $1 million.
Hong Kong Hotel, Novotel, Nathan Road, Kowloon, Hong Kong. Hotel stage.
And that's how much it'll cost to buy it, you're saying?
Yeah, like so you're renting, like I don't know, like that's equivalent. The home value is 19 point times the average salary.
Where is it in the US? I don't even know.
7.8 in New York City.
So, well, I guess mom and dad make like in our house. You know, Clarissa was saying the other day, her and Drew were talking about some sort of value of cost of living something. It's weird because she knows it's like,
that's very, yeah, that's
kind of strange. I'm kind of over that. She said something the other day that were helpful. She was saying though that you should be paying 23% or less of your income towards your living expense. Like you are not going to be on track to be financially successful and financially independent if you're not in the long run if you're not paying less than 23% of your income on housing. It wasn't like that's not like that's the number. Right. That's the number you should be trying to hit, that ratio, that percentage.
Next stop, Prudential Centre, Prudential Hotel, Shamrock Hotel, the International House, Tation Street, Jordan Station.
So I was like, yeah, I don't even want to figure it out, and I looked it up and I was like, geez.
Yeah.
Before the other day, I guess I shouldn't say that. They didn't have the oil I wanted.
Yeah.
Or they had the oil in stock in the store set. And I was like, there's only a couple left. I'm just going to order it so it's ready. I can just pick it up in the front. I don't have to go around and look because all the oils are the same as well.
Yeah.
So read all the numbers. An entire aisle at Walmart where you're just going down trying to find the right number. So like, I'll just do that. And so then they didn't have it. So I bought Trail saying like, your thing's going to be shipped next week instead. And I was like, they just told me it was canceled. Like I just bought different oil. I don't need that. So then while I was waiting for the plane last night, I was like chatting with someone online. They're like, oh, Yeah, you can ignore those. It says it's canceled on here. We just can't refund your money for like 5 days after it's supposed to happen or something.
That's, Amazon would have refunded that instantly.
Yeah. I'm like, it was fine. The customer support wasn't as on top of their game as wasn't on top of their game as much as Amazon is.
I mean, they're two totally different businesses too. Like Walmart's very low cost, like where Prime is more like you're gonna pay more, but you're gonna get like way better service.
Prime is willing to bleed
so much money.
Bleed for instant
satisfaction for
Have you seen that? You remember like me watching when we moved into my house with my dad?
I literally was just watching Patriot Act literally on the way out this morning.
Are you just about to talk about the Amazon one?
Well,
have you watched the Amazon one?
Yeah, I watched last night actually. I read a ton about this stuff. It's absolutely fascinating. I was just bringing up a bunch of stuff about Amazon. So, interesting speculation on Amazon. You know how Amazon Web Services is like super powerful?
Yeah.
So, in Hately, they have half as valuable an ad business as Google, right? Because they sell search ads now. When you search on Google, plus they have the Amazon Basics, plus all that stuff. So they're now the third largest advertising platform in the entire world. Wow. So now there's a lot of people finding the Amazons when they're broken up because it's just too big.
Well, that's the whole debate. But the problem is the one in the thing.
Right, you talk about like the value, right?
Yeah.
But Jeff Bezos is so smart that he's done it preemptively to it instead of really doing it.
So do it in a way that they want to.
What he's going to do is the rumor is he's going to spin off Amazon Web Services.
Right. Yeah, that's the clear. Right. You go AWS on one side and you keep everything else Amazon on the other.
Because now they have Amazon Media Group to subsidize the retail business. That's why they haven't done it this far because they need those funds.
They could also split out like Amazon Video and all that.
Well, all that stuff they need all that to subsidize. Amazon Video needs to be underneath the umbrella because that's a service that comes along with retail. Right? But so what they were saying is cloud computing obviously is super important. And this guy was talking about this. He's like a professor. I listened to his podcast. He was saying there's no pure play cloud AWS. Right. They have like 53% market share. But what they're saying is there's no way I can sincerely bet from a stock market perspective on a pure play cloud computing company. They just never make it. But they said if they spun up Amazon Web Services, imagine what kind of multiple they would get on their earnings as a pure play cloud computing company. And like, there's so much money for them to make spinning that out. So
that's what my company's doing right now. That's what our move is. We just spun off a SweetGen company.
Yeah.
And they're just going to handle all of our sweeteners. They don't actually make anything. They're just in charge of the licensing and stuff.
Really?
Seems a little questionable. Seems a little conglomerate, like
I was gonna say like
a little Japanese conglomerate, like the way we're doing it.
That's Asian business, right?
Yeah, I guess. Steve's a snake, so
it's not owned by Mitsubishi. Oh, we're super close. How much?
Our CEO, or excuse me, not our CEO, our CFO, who's the owner as well. Yeah, the owner. He's a snake in the grass. Just you see him, and you're like, there's something off about that dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just like.
Is he the one that interviewed you originally?
No, he works in California. Like I've only met him once. He just owns a company. So the CEO started it.
Who's the guy who you talked to?
Right, he's our CFO.
Okay.
He's the CEO of our parent company and the CFO of our company.
That's.
下一站国地岛
What?
金山爵彩悦酒店、九龙香格里拉酒店、碧
And
悦
he's the
酒店、
CEO.
富豪
He's
九
got
龙
all
酒
of the
店、
positions
粤
except
海
for
酒
like
店、
3 in
龙华
that
御
SweetGen
庭酒
company. I
店、
just said we
喜
spun off
酒店、香港。
for the stock market and then double.
No, they detained the demand.
Is that just offers we've had on this stock? Like I don't understand how that works. It seems pretty arbitrary.
It might be privately held at 51%, and then
It's way higher than that.
obviously it's moving minimum, so it's somewhat privately held by one.
So you say like the small percent that is
They could.
dictates the pricing.
Right.
I see.
But also not necessarily though, because like public companies often still own a lot of their shares, and they're considered public. I don't know. That's something I wish I knew more about.
Stock market.
Well, I know way more than I used to, but
Well, I mean,
the specifics and granular
you're
about
not
that.
learning about the stock market. That's not your focus.
百樂酒店、最佳誠品酒店尖沙咀、海景嘉福洲際酒店、千禧新世界香港酒店。Next stop, Granville Road, Park Hotel.
Being here, yeah, I did. It's such a weird sleeping schedule. Because I have to like frequently have like late calls, early calls, getting up early like this, getting early for flights, getting in late for flights. And I'm very used to be able to like last night I slept for 2 hours, got up, switched my laundry over, went back to bed for 2 hours, got up, came to bed.
I'm kind of screwed myself as well because I was up really late on Thursday night because I had to do that oil change and I had to go back in later at night. I was gonna go in around like 7 or 8 when the traffic started dying down, and I was like about to go to bed at 11. I was like, fuck. I didn't want to go to work, and I have to do it because I had to get this thing done before I leave.
At 11, you went back.
So I drove into work at 11. Yeah. So I got home at like 12:30. I also have upper medicine. Headache. If I need it. I'd rather not.
I was just reading about this. There's Christmas lights up down here.
Huh. More Christmas time already, or?
Yeah. Which is very weird. How about whitewashing?
Well, I mean,
Not whitewashing, but like cultural washing that the British did.
yeah.
It's in this neighborhood. I don't know what's
So what's up with the long horizontal plates versus the stack plates?
And they normally look like the stack plates.
The stack ones?
I don't know what the stacks do.
Is this just if you have like a fancy car that has that style, like European license plate holder?
Maybe. It could be also a European car. I don't know.
That looks like the other one.
It's the other, that one's not bad. Actually, that's like a Korean car too. Where I live. We're like this. That's not impressive. This is in Colorado. It's the last time. What time is it? And then look over here. This is like 8.
Oh, boom! Look at that. I was just straight up guessing. No, that was not a mental clock situation. That was a straight up guess.
Yeah.
What's that ramp? Oh, private road. So you can drive way up to that fucking garage or something.
Oh, license plate thing. I never thought of it before.
These are what you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't know.
Those are mopeds.
So this is this morning. I was at this lot. It's pitch dark, and there's one bus right here. The entire thing's empty except for one bus. All the lights on, and I'm sprinting through, and it just pulls off and whips over there. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? These run pretty frequently though, so you can tell like.